10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. TNC Predators turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Please, Black.
Omega, what do they always pick first? Tiny.
If I was banned, maybe.
Oh, it's TNC picking first.
TNC picking first, though.
Then Tiny.
Okay. I like those odds.
Will the IO be banned?
That
Or
is a
not?
good question.
Yeah.
Will it?
Beastmaster is banned.
Let's have moved
As is
away a little
tradition.
bit from
10
the Wisp in.
seconds
That's China.
Yeah.
China doesn't really know. Well, that's why all the teams that we've been
5
casting in China
seconds
didn't go to the
remaining.
major so far. But all the teams that did go, they know how to play IO. And these two teams, both of them know how to play IO in support and core roles.
Definitely quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
TNC Predators turn to pick. Radiant
Carry roll, so
team
we'll-
pick.
Wow, Black. Maybe
Well-
we should change chairs, bro.
Well, I didn't know they were going to leave.
Radiant
Why did they
team
ban Puck? Last game they
Oh,
banned IO.
what happened?
What?
Yeah,
They did
maybe that
bad
has
bans.
something to do with first pick or second pick. What do you think
Bad
about that?
bans. Bad bans.
Bad
Bad band.
Bad bans.
Maybe
Not
you
my
really
fault.
just infused my chair with your power.
No, it is going to be 2-0. It's not my fault.
Okay.
Bad bans.
Okay, now
I'm going TNC production.
Smart Omega, they have picked something different in,
Very
all their,
smart.
in all of their games so far. They're very smart, obviously, in all of their
Smart.
series. Perhaps
10
Prepared for this.
seconds remaining.
letting go the IO, you know,
TNC Predators
are in for a pickle and find the right answer to it.
team ban.
Crystal ball.
Will they find the right answer? That's the question, because
Is there ever a right answer?
is there ever a right answer to the IO?
One of the
Yes,
answers was Huskar, which we saw from Smart Omega.
No, we saw it from the Lilligan.
We saw it from Lilligan, that's correct. I don't really know if that was a great answer, though,
10
or if it was
seconds
just...
remaining.
They kind of just snowball with Huskar, right?
That's what it felt like.
He never got to his like hard
Predators
timing,
turn
because I
to
feel like
ban.
if he does, it's going to be the same old
The IO
ball.
never got to its hard timing.
Exactly,
You're
right, yeah.
Radiant
They could still
team
go for
ban.
something like
TNC
One of these
Predators turn
four
to
roll.
ban.
task on off A as well. It was usually built with that task with tag team, and here I certainly doubt that they have an option to
10
Probably
seconds remaining.
something that they go for. However, Morphling looked smart to make
5 seconds
Go with
remaining.
that. Core Wisp about Bristle.
Yeah,
So,
Morph looks good. Like Truck, another one that's like on the rise lately. I mean, there's a couple of decent ones. It just feels like I've never seen IO lose when he gets his heart. Basically,
Radiant team pick.
it feels like a huge timing you get. What do you do?
he reaches that peak with Yaganim's heart, and that's it. And
Yeah.
you already have one good pairing on the op.
I could be a Bristol mid as well. We've seen that a couple of times.
We've seen IO plus Bristle
TNC
port at
Predators
the core.
turn.
Historically, this would have been a more obvious choice for them. Only in the last 2 years that IO and Bristle played together, they're both cores.
You fountain dive.
Exactly.
Yeah, every time. And it is going to be Snapfire or
10
Grimstroke core,
seconds
probably.
remaining.
I don't like Tusk core too much personally. This feels like it never scales.
5 seconds
Although
remaining.
in this
100%.
game, with the Scepter being able to boot IO away from whoever his tether target is, may
Tethers
justify...
again.
That's true, yeah.
I feel like you can get it as a plus 4 2 though eventually. Like, Tusk core always it feels like, okay, you win the lane, possibly, maybe not even, and then you just
Radiant
taper off.
team pick.
More. You have like 3 supports in your team. Never want that.
Okay, you're taking away the possibility. Smart to make up. They already have 3 heroes. They have 3 supports on their. They need
10 seconds
core pick here.
remaining.
I don't like Lion that much in Fire and Tusk. It feels like
TNC
there's
Predators.
so happening. So
What is
much
this
damage coming
draft?
from this.
Look at
there
the
you go.
tower damage right now. It's
No.
like,
Do you remember when we started SCA Division 1 Season 1?
Yes, Bounty lost every game.
Bounty lost every single game. I think
10
Bounty is in a
seconds
much
remaining.
better place, right? Zero is
But with Grim, Snap,
Five
and
with
seconds
Grim,
remaining.
with Grim. Double sure can toss
Sure.
maxed out early
But
on.
with the other 3 heroes, there's like,
Plus, you have the tracks, and then the toss goes like a billion times. You buy Aghanims, it's actually ridiculous. And ridiculous amount of gold that you're getting.
how do you destroy buildings though?
Don't. You farm gold.
Buy 5 meteor hammers and desolators.
You get, you get Lil Shredder, you get Orb of Corruption, and towers.
Yeah, so then with that in mind, I kind of would prefer a core Snapfire over a core Grimstoke because they are lacking in tower damage, and the one person who can actually deal right click would be a Snapfire.
Isn't this draft like they showed Bristol first phase, right? Like they haven't dealt with him at all.
Nope.
It's like the freest Bristol game of the history so far.
Yeah, hell, just like do coddle Bristle in the offlane or something like that. Do 5 position line with the IO because
Yeah, 5 position Lion and IO feels bad too.
TNC Predators.
This feels better if clock on 5 and then or
Lion Bristol is a good
Lion
lane.
Bristle.
Very aggro lane. So is this a carry bounty or what?
Seems that way. It'd be offlane too.
Then a
10
mid snap
seconds remaining.
Snap offlane.
or
bounty.
mid grim or offlane grim mid bounty. I mean they have a lot of
5 seconds
choices.
remaining.
It's
Team
just
back.
I'm not impressed with a lot of them.
It has to be a bounty core.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see a position 4 bounty and
TNC
1, 2 or
Predators.
offlane.
And they have to
turn to
snowball
ban.
so hard. Like as soon as this bounty hits 6, you're gonna get a lot of kills. Because like if this Bristol gets like Vanguard Shroud minute 15, 16, I don't know what they do.
You need to build a vessel.
For sure.
One of your
10
heroes.
seconds remaining.
Probably the Tusk, yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Perhaps another. Turn him. Right?
Could be
You're-
a mid-mass. It's just the entire lineup is like so weird. And like I want to have some tower damage.
It's very
from Omega.
aggressive though, right? And
It is very aggressive.
It's their style. They're playing a different
Radiant team ban.
Buddha, and that's something that I really like from Smart. Nice think bounty shenanigans.
And Grimstock also. What about a good old simple Dragon Knight?
Yeah, we saw that in Europe as a response to Bristleback. Just high
10
armor, so you don't
seconds
really need to
remaining.
worry about extended fights. Quill sprays killing you.
5
You guys are
seconds
unbelievers.
remaining.
Crazy. Meepo.
Let's not
Ridiculous
get
stuff.
too crazy now.
I mean like the 4 years to have is already pretty crazy. How much more crazy do you want?
Yeah. Okay, so you guys want some stability, some
Yeah.
I want tower damage. That's
some
really all I
simple
want.
Dragonite.
Something to punish a kill. You know, like you killed 5 TNC heroes, what are you gonna do? Oh, I guess we're gonna go jungle.
It's like my pubs.
10
Every time.
seconds
Every time.
remaining.
Yeah. Dragon Knight with ult on. Alright, I'm hitting the creeps.
I get some splash
5
damage.
seconds
What's good
remaining.
as splash damage against towers?
Useless.
TNC, they still have the potential to maybe make it a support IO.
Of
Mid quap.
A.
So it is a support IO. Or
No, it's a carry IO.
carry
offlane
IO,
Bristol.
offlane Bristle, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then mid quap. Okay, now mid heroes. I
I
mean,
should just put Snap or Grimber.
sure that works. It's
10
just
seconds
then what do you
remaining.
put offlane?
Bristle, I mean, Bounty.
You can
Bounty
offlane.
offlane and then another carry.
Yeah, another carry.
What would be good here? Like some.
I just want to see a bounty carry. I'm already biased towards the guy playing bounty quite a bit. He has huge potential right now. That's
I think this is the first time we've seen it in SEA. And so, yeah, you've
It's
been...
CN as well, right?
So, yeah,
Haven't
China
seen-
or SEA, this is the first bounty hunter that we've seen. Though.
And it looks like a core as well. And I believe that this hero right now can be played on 4, but it's so busted, the core position.
We'll see how busted it is. I mean, I've seen it snowball a couple of times.
Yeah.
But
It's just you need to
Alchemist.
snowball. Alchemist, a bit tough against the Bristle Lion, but the lane is very strong. Maybe like some Morphling, like you don't really care about the Bristle ever.
Yeah.
The Lion is a bit scary.
And Quap as
I mean,
well.
overall, the TNC draft is very well rounded. Like, they have good early game, good mid game, good late game. They have very good tower damage.
Very
team
good
fight.
combination with
PA.
Your heroes.
Do I like that?
the
very
fan
much?
of knives.
I mean, if you're a fan of knives, it's just you're very scared of that Quap. It's a carry Quap, mid Bristol, it's support IO,
Okay.
offlane clock.
Okay. I'm not as passionately angry about support IO now in the modern patch that I was in Singapore Major 7.28, but I still don't really know why they're doing that.
Yeah, I feel like the other lanes would have been much more easy to set up.
Yeah.
Like, why did they go out of the box?
I
They
don't
have to.
know.
Yeah, at 5 Grim, 4 Tusk.
And it's not even like the mid lane matchup would have been fine.
If you can't beat them fairway,
Prepare for battle.
can you hear us? All right. Yeah, I mean, if you can beat them in a fair play, you have to try to something different. I think this is different. Still gonna go with DNC. I think this draft is a bit too wonky. Reminds me of some of the drafts from Boom starting season 1.
Yeah.
Just having those kind of vibes. Not really liking it.
Oh. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Gonna give a pretty good explanation, but you know, I'll hold off another game. I'm just too smart to have to give these explanations. I won't go
30
against the
seconds
crowd.
to
I'm more of a follower anyway than a leader.
All right, I'll lead you follow.
Okay. We're going to your desk?
No, just stay away from me. It's all good. We don't have to be that close.
We'll sit over here. We'll see. TNC, you know. I liked how they were playing last game. It didn't feel like Omega could catch up. Although, that being said, Omega in the past, we've seen them
The
play pretty
battle
strong.
begins.
So, we'll see if they can make this lineup work. Boomy with the 2-man stun. Not going to go for the bat. Just annoying them with a mini Ravage.
So Snapfire will be played on a mid lane, SMH bottom. Seems like they're just doing an aggressive tri-lane. This, if they keep this tri-lane, it's strong. Anything with Tusk feels strong. Like, you just need to have 3 heroes. You don't even have to use the abilities, just have a tag team and right-click them down, pretty much. But do you want to, like, keep this? Because Bounty Hunter, like... Yeah, you will get XP. I can try to understand what they're doing, where they're just gonna like sacrifice some of Bounty's farm possibly for levels, where you get that track level online, and it's just gonna be a free farm for bot on the bottom.
Yeah, with Tim's, like it just seems like a combo that's going to start to destroy given this open lane for them. SamH will do what he can to try and get something from it, but I mean, they're heavily relying on track.
Bright and breezy.
Being here with them, like I just, or being available with them early, is that enough to make up the goal difference that might come from this?
It's a possibility. Like, I think that it could potentially work. You know, you like some of these lineups with Bounty Hunter could easily just snowball, get out of control. You join one team fight, you get like 4 track kills. Mid lane, you have Bristleback against the Snapfire. Like, Snapfire is going to have a good time. Bristleback has 4 armor, but like Snapfire just takes a lot of that armor. It's -6 coming out from the Little Shredder, and it's being maxed out. Like, this is the new build on Snapfire, whether it's from position 5, position 4, even on the mid Snapfire, it got buffed. Level 4, it's fixed 95 damage, 6 fixed attacks, so that's almost 600 damage. And with the minus armor, it's even more.
We'll have to see what Snapfire can get done with that cool Snapfire set. We'll see if it can accomplish what it's looking for. A lot of fire coming out of those rockets with Little Shredder. Although, speaking of cosmetics, for a second I thought the Clockwork Bottom was Bristleback with so many things coming out of his back. It's got a lot of spikes.
Glance value.
Yeah. Put my glasses.
No.
Sam H sitting level 3, going high into that Janata. Do you think he takes a casual level in Shadow Walk, or is he just gonna hold off on that for now?
Yeah, potentially. I think on level 4 you can take the Invis, force them to buy Sentries or Dust. Like, if they decide to go on you, you can see Tim's already having 1 Dust, stacking neutral creep camp with it.
Right.
Gonna pick up the bounty possibly. Oh, or no, he's gonna leave it to Armel. Like, mid lane just feels really weird right now, where like no one is dying. Everyone's just full HP, full mana, just pushing out the waves because of the new runes.
Top, this tri-lane hasn't gotten a kill just yet. Usually you expect a little bit more aggression, especially with a Tusk. And trying to go on to this Grimstroke. Snowball brings right on top. Some lockdown here onto Gabby. Tito coming in, Stifling Dagger thrown over at Boomy, but with the rotation of Tim's, Gabby's going to be fine. I might even try to turn this around. They're still trying to get CML. They'll get the kill there. Gabby gets first blood. Hex out onto the Phantom Assassin. The heal ace is on Salve. It's not enough just yet. Stifling Dagger, snowball in. Gabby ends up dead, and now Shanks and Tino go the other way. Look over at Boomy, who does have another Earth Spike available. One more right click gets the kill, but that leaves Tino by himself for some solo experience. So silver linings there for Omega, and still trying to kill off Tims, who does have a tether. So I doubt Tino gets this kill.
While all this is happening, like, they also managed to make some stacks going on in their own jungle. Mid lane, Armel, like, it's so much minus arm. Like, going into this medallion is also very good. You know, Little Shredder already level 3. There's so much kill potential. Once you hit that level 6, whether on a mid lane or if you decide to rotate on one of the side lanes, Mortimer's Kiss is like one of the best abilities in the game, in my opinion. Like, once you hit that level 6.
Mortimer's Kisses. Who doesn't like a kiss from their grandmother? On the cheek, you know? She wishes you a good happy birthday, and that's probably the only time you see that.
You know, gives you $20 while it's like a handshake, you know, so that no one sees it. You know,
Don't tell your mother.
Yeah, the classic grandma move.
Ben, where'd you get that $20?
What $20?
What? Yeah. What do you mean? My grandparents used to always tell me to not tell my parents.
That's why you need to spend the money like straight away, so that the mom can't find the money. Like, you can find games instantly.
The way the vending machine works, I actually have that for Steam on my computer, so I just slip in the $20. Mortimer's Kiss is over. Mid Armel taking a lot of damage. One more shot from Mac to get the kill. Take out this Bristle. Rotation coming in from Shanks. Thank you very much. This leaves Bounty open just to try and get level 6. He's close, but he's getting chased. Battery Assault, invis, but not out of sight. Bot gets the kill on a Sam H, who is just a fraction of the way away from getting that level 6.
Like, ideally,
is under attack.
if he's level 6 there and dies, he's fine with that and could potentially like make a rotation on the other lanes, but there's a lot of creeps on the bottom, so he'll probably just go back to the bottom.
Oops, Sonic Wave. Tino low, Snowball coming in, CML's here. He might be in some trouble, but the hook shot, Wingsoul still goes off. Gabby gets killed, they've got the Hex coming through onto the top. Shanks trying to run. Great
Nice. Nicely done there by Shanks. They survive. Well, most importantly, they survive on Phantom Assassin. That's what matters.
Tim's taking a lot of damage.
Like, she's super under leveled. She's level 4.5, but there's a huge creeper coming on the bottom lane. Yeah. He's dead.
Chasing through the tower, tethered
Come on.
all the way through. Sam H just can't catch up. He's got a Janata and a Shuriken toss, but it's not going to be enough. And Gabby makes the rotation. Just about half the duration left. Gabby's got a blink in a second. They won't catch up to Sam H. He dove pretty deep. Dove pretty deep. Doesn't pay for it. Shard Phantom's Embrace as well as the snowball out onto Boomy. Another kill there from Mac. This Snapfire is looking real strong right now. Already has that medallion going into the Maelstrom. Boots of travel afterwards.
It's just so much damage coming up from that hero.
Good shot. CML in trouble. And he's going to find himself dead. They've got the snowball coming through. And I believe the Warriors Kisses who started for a second. If they kill him, they'll turn this around. They'll look for more. The tracks are out, but Shanks, he's dead. Tracks on it too, but I mean, that gold doesn't turn into reality unless you get the kills.
They need to bring numbers. Like, they need to be playing with this bounty hunter. The track is what's going to keep you in the game. They have like no real steroid for Phantom Assassin. Potentially Inkswall, which is okay. Like, Snapfire can build into Solar Crest, which is great, you know, just reducing the armor on the enemies. Or you could put it on Phantom Assassin, but yeah, there's no like alacrity, no empower in this game.
Oh, CML spotted Gabby.
Radiant's bottom
Gonna get this
tower
kill.
is under attack.
Just gets under the tower, so
Holy
Gabby
moly, that damage on a mid. Like, Bristleback's full HP goes down to 300 just from one Lil Shredder.
So, a lot of damage, and with any sort of follow-up, Mac can just get an easy kill. Bill's got that Maelstrom. Again, there it is. Well, down to half health.
Minus 11 armor.
They're going to go for the snowball. Mac, he doesn't have Motorbird's Kisses, but I don't think that's going to matter. Carmel is dead, and Sam H gets credit for it. Hookshot comes through. They've got the tether as well as the dust. They'll look after Sam H, and they'll get this kill. The turnaround is there for TNC, at least with one kill going their way.
Bristleback is tanky, but against Mortimer, like, you're not that tanky. Against the Little Shredder, the Medallion, your armor is not that high. You have 10 armor, it goes... it drops lower, you know, it drops down to minus 11, I believe. Let me just do the math real quick. So that's 6, you know, and the Medallion, it's minus 5. It's a correct one. Now it's like, maybe it's 10, maybe it's 11. Better check it out, because the chat will laugh at me. They'll laugh anyway. Big stack for TNC. They're going to clear the Ancients. Bristleback is there, ready to clean it up with the close play.
A lot of gold's going to be coming his way, and he's already sitting top of the net worth. Armel, despite the fact that he's died twice, has really farmed up quite well. Armel, Vanguard, Phase Boots, 6k on the net worth.
Dire's top tower is
Yeah, so
under
the other day, I'm so smart, you know, I thought of something really good in Dota, like Lil Shredder plus tag team. Like, I want to play this lane. It doesn't work. Tag team does not work with Lil Shredder, unfortunately.
I think it used to. You know, you're Sam H trying to survive. Mortimer's just breaking you down. They've got the Soulbind as well to get the Warriors punch out in a box. Shanks. Look at him. Armel, he's trying to stand firm, but the minus armor might just be too much. And they've got Shanks right in front of him. They're trying to relocate him away, and they do. Oh, he just survives. Tino going down to Armel, and now they're looking to get the snowball out on Armel, getting the damage, but he's still not dead. Shanks and Mac fall to Armel. well.
That was such a godly play. You know, that relocate back, but you can feel the damage coming out from this Snapfire. Like, Snapfire is the future. From position 4, from position 5, like, just the amount of damage that you deal with the little shredder, it's insane.
So much damage.
Bristleback will need some kind of armor. Like, like Solar Crest here is completely fine.
He's going into the Eternal Shroud, which is pretty standard, and then going Lotus Orb.
Lotus Orb is also okay. Just anything that gives you armor. That casual plate mail is really good and great against the Snowball, against Grimstroke spells, remove the track.
If this is anybody but the Bristle, I think he does. Well, Shredder's doing a lot of that. Hook shot in on the 2 battery, so with the Rocket Flare, damage done onto the Tusk actually deters them. Tino runs.
Like, they have 2 great heroes against Bristleback, where tag team, like, it just destroys. Like, you might think you're tanky, but are you tanky enough to tank the tag team from the whole team? Probably not. You know, even Timbersaws sometimes struggle when they're playing against the Tusk, where you just don't expect that kind of damage. They bring 3 heroes with the tag team. It's just too much, no matter how tanky you are.
Yeah, a tag team since the beginning has always been a strong spell. And just going back to, I'm almost certain that Will Shredder worked with tag team at the beginning when Snapfire first came out, and it was like a disgusting amount of damage. Doesn't work anymore. It does
not work, unfortunately.
Could you imagine, though? The damage would just be that much more. Bring it back, Ice Frog. Snapfire 1 position. That's what we need to see. Lane with a 5 position Tusk. Tino not getting a lot at the moment. Really trying to get that Battle Fury, but it seems like he's lacking. I think they were hoping to get more for the track.
Battle Fury. Like, he died only once, but investing the gold into Orb of Corrosion, that's 1,000 gold item. 925. I'll love to round up the numbers. So, yeah, if you didn't get too much out of it in the laning stage, like if you didn't get the kills, your Battle Fury will be delayed. And it's not just that, it's also like a Fairy Fire, full Magic Wand, all these small items. The reason why we see carries just getting most of the time like Brown Boots into Battle Fury.
Gonna spend that extra gold.
Dire are scanning.
And Mac really just trying to deter RML, but feels pretty strong right now. Now he's got himself 21 armor. Hook shot in, finger used as well. Ink slow coming out right on top of Sam H. They're going to try and turn this on the clock with Dana losing through and Gabby's there, but the Soulbind used on both these heroes. They're trying to chase CML. The Phantom's Embrace is there. They end up trading 1-for-1 so far, but it looks like CML will die too. Tino, I believe, was spotted going into the trees. Couple of crits, and well, just dies there. Nicely placed, but Tino is in there. Look at the kill on a Bach. These kills that they're getting on Omega aren't track kills.
Exactly, like they're just getting kills, not what you want to do with the Bristleback. Bounty Hunter, Bristleback now bought that plate mail, so not going to be that easy to burst. Like, Phantom Assassin is struggling. They need to give her, you know, some track kills, because this will be like 15 plus minute Battle Fury.
It's going to be a late one. I want to almost say it's going to be delivered around the 16-minute mark, yeah. Very rough for this Phantom Assassin. And for TNC, I mean, they're happy that Mel's getting just so much farm in. Again, going after stacks, just boosting that net worth up. Continuing to clean up on these stacks, and it's about just, you know, they're on 9K. So things for TNC is leading out to a 3K lead.
Younger already.
Omega really reliant, or trying to be reliant on this track. They just have not been able to utilize it the way that they want. Finally, we have a track on a box. Shanks, he's spotted. Hookshot comes in. That's around onto the Tusk. Armel coming over. Snowballs. Kisses in, and Kisses isn't going to be enough. It might be
They get the kill in a bot. The loose Shanks. They've got the Soulbind onto this line as well as the pin of Gabby. Gabby's going to blink forward. Look after Sam H. And again, they just can't utilize this Bounty Hunter. But you get the kill there on the Boomy. Fire Snap Cookie not going to land on the Tims. He'll tether back. They've got the track on Armel and Gabby, who might be looking to continue forward on this. Gabby blinks in, but not CML close in enough trouble. to Mac just yet. CML will try to TP out. They have nowhere to stop the TP. Instead, they're looking for attention onto Mac. Sonic Wave comes in. CML TP to the tier 2 tower. So he gets hit by that Sonic Wave, and that puts him in a lot of trouble. The blink away from Gabby, the blink gone from Tino, and Tino will get that kill. Armel's going to chase now onto the Phantom Assassin. They've got a Clockwork coming in who's got hookshot available in just 6 seconds. Yeah, this if they should can find the Phantom Assassin. Reveal the high ground ward. Yeah, Boomy instantly drops it down. Dusty, and well, he's going to be killed once again. Finger, the rocket flare.
A little advice.
Unfortunately for TNC, Queen of Pain dies there. Phantom Assassin gets the kill. So this will be her Battle Fury. She's also level 12. There is some minus armor coming out, you know, from Snapfire, Little Shredder, Medallion. So Phantom Assassin right clicks are gonna be very powerful. Shot relocate mid. Fire Snap Cookie to get out of the cogs. Shanks trying to run. Here comes Armel. Here comes Gabby. Gabby's got that Orchid, so the silence is out on the Snapfire. They know Cobra Shanks is popping the tag team with the tether on Armel. He's got the damage to get the kill on the back. They're gonna look over at Shanks. He was into the trees, out of sight for now, but they're gonna chase him like Freddy Krueger. They're gonna find him. They're gonna get the kill on the Shanks. The Soulbind is there, but it's not gonna be followed up by much of anything. The Stroke of Fate comes in from CML, but it's really not much of a deterrent. Sam H just eyeing them as there's really nothing he can do. Silence comes out onto Tino. Tino trying to run, and while that's happening, they've got an ink swell onto this CML Grimstroke who gets him up onto the high ground. So he just escapes. Then when a Phantom Assassin doesn't die, but still, Omega aren't doing anything. Yeah, she's not dying, but she's also not farming. Like, look at the aggression coming out from TNC. She has nowhere to farm. Like, one way to get out is either use a smoke or use blur to get out of the base. So just find yourself a place to farm. Tier 2 tower gone. Like, they could potentially just, like, force a fight inside the pit with their lineup because they have minus armor coming out from the Bristleback. He can't tank in the sustain from Io. Queen of Pain has that Orchid, as you mentioned, and wants to get casual plate mail. Understands that most of the damage coming out from the team is actually physical. Like, just wants to protect herself against Phantom Assassin, against Lil Shredder.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hoping to protect himself against Little Shredder and Phantom Assassin, and so far it seems like it's working.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Double damage for the Queen of Pain. Armel, he's going into the AC. He's sitting at 12k net worth, at the top by quite a bit, by 4k over Mac. They've got the Tino, so they know basically who he is. They've got the silence, they have Sam H hexed up. And just Boomy get out of this. Hold Spike thrown forward. Not gonna do anything. They have the shark. They'll get the kill on a Boomy. Sonic Wave hits 3. They'll get the kill on Tino. The hook shot comes through on the back, and they've got themselves the duck. That's gonna dress up Sam H, who's trying to TP out the Soulbind on the Queen of Pain, as well as the Bristleback. CML TPing out just in time.
It seems like the story of this game for Omega was just TP out, kill Lion. They have no stuns, then we can just TP out. They get the big kill. You know, they trade position 5 for Phantom Assassin, which is a big deal. Like, Phantom Assassin is just falling off. There's a big difference. What, like, Bristleback is position 1 here, you know, even though he played the mid lane. Right. 4,000 more net worth than Phantom Assassin.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's so much more gold. 4,000.
I see how they come back into this game. Like, this is something that I talk about. It happens. Like, I see 4 Force Staffs possibly being built by Omega. Like, this is one of those Easter eggs where you just, you know, you don't know about it, but you're like, man, why did the game just end? Because they bought 4 Force Staffs.
We've only seen it one other time, and that was last season.
Bounty has 1. Snapfire has 1. Tusk getting 1 after the Blink Dagger, and so is Grimstroke.
So do they all fuse into one Force Staff? One giant Force Staff?
I don't know what happens after, like, the game just ends. I didn't get to see what happens. TNC, they will go inside the pit.
Fusion Urans. TNC.
I think you give it to Queen of Pain because the back seems a bit too ganky at the moment. Like he was struggling between like 7 and 15 minute mark until he got that plate mail. There was so much damage, but with the hood, with the Vanguard, now a casual plate mail on top of the Lotus Orb, like he's just cruising, you know. 33 armor actually.
Mac in trouble. Getting chased, not killed. They'll get a courier though for their troubles.
Also, one of the hidden Eastern eggs is also like if Omega can kill second Roche and then Max gets the cheese, the mac and cheese combination is very powerful.
Sure do love me some Kraft macaroni and cheese.
So yeah, back to the game. Philosopher's, I just saw someone with the Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's Stone is like one of those items where like you want to have it on your position 4s, on your position 5s. It's so much gold. It's 80 gold per minute.
Seems like a decent chunk.
Yeah, Grimstroke is holding one. We'll have first 4 staff. I believe that's going to be third 4 staff. They just want to push people out because they understand they have a little shot. You see that damage?
A lot of damage on the Tims, but when you do it to RML, it doesn't feel like nearly as much. They've got the Hex on the Sam H. They'll follow that up with the Gear Spike in the finger. They should have yet another kill on Sam H. The 4 staff not enough. That's why you need 4 staffs.
Hook shot misses.
Gabby in too far. Gets that Lotus Orb off, but there's the Soul Bite. They'll pop the Aegis. They're going to look for the Mortimer's Kisses down onto the side of TNC, but Mac being back to the base next to the tier 3. It just hit me. As I said, 4 staffs.
You just got it. Well, you know, you're a very special young man B-Cup. Like I said it like 7 times already, but okay. So yeah, this is gonna be a full AC on Bristleback. That's gonna tank up the whole team quite a lot, increases damage as well, like the minus armor with the goo. They're just giving up on the towers.
Yeah, not really protecting these outer towers at all. And TNC, they're without an Aegis, but they're still going to put the pressure on. Do their thing. And they'll push him bottom, so they're going to be forced to react. Track comes out onto this Crystal. See if they can do anything with that. Inkswell trying to move Sam H up, but he's a little bit scared about moving in onto TNC.
They don't necessarily need to go in and try to end the game. They could potentially just choke them out, get the second Roche. Like you get Shard, you get Cheese, you get Aegis. Second Roche is just too valuable.
You know, Roche does have 6 slots. Do you think we're ever going to find ourselves in a place in Dota where
he's just 6 slotted?
Yeah.
Well, let's kill this big boy.
Yeah.
You know, get all the upgrades. You get Moon Shard.
Ag's Blessing, Shard, Cheese, Aegis, Divine Rapier.
Divine Rapier as a 5th. No, Dota, like, learned so much. I mean, if you like watch any of the old replays or the WODs, let's say from TI3, TI4, you're like, wait, what is this? Like, what was going on back then?
Those old replays are so weird to watch. That's how different Dota was back then. Hook shot. Stroke, very dead. CML, dead once more. And they're continuing to kill off Grimstroke pretty easily. He can't really survive much at all. He's trying to go for that shard still, but it is getting slowed down time and time again. And every time that Omega have kind of left the base, they've paid for it.
Yeah, just don't leave the base. I mean, it's hard for them, you know. They have a good pickoff potential. Clockwork can set things up with the hook shot, relocate. Queen of Pain's very mobile hero as well. Could be there in 2 blinks. So they're just probably going to wait for the second row.
Bounty Hunter again, and they've got the damage. Sam H dead. Sonic Wave used. Gabby with another one. They left the base. That was the problem. Relocate. All right.
Back to base.
Incoming!
Like, even Io's gonna have a full solar crest and 100 gold.
And he's pretty far. Okay, lead and Omega. It just feels like so much more for them to really.
Kind of the same feeling from the previous
Yeah.
game, where TNC is like in full control. It's just the numbers don't add up. It feels like it's so much more again. Phantom Assassin, Battle Fury done, BKB done. And she got that shard. So you can break the bristle break, whatever you want to call them. It's a good one. You know, it also deals percentage base damage with max HP, 16%.
Question becomes, will it be enough to turn around this game? The Phantom Knives.
It's still
Phantom
super
Knives. Enough control for them to get anything from this. They already got the kill on the Shanks. The look over the air spike hits onto Sam H, trying to survive, and the stroke of pain comes in from CML to get the kill on a Boomy. Gabby looking forward, looking over at Tino, who just escapes the hands of Gabby, goes
Again?
over to Mac.
just TP out. 4 staff and TP out. I believe they...
Oh, they found Sam H. Silence, and I believe the trap back on him in the low sword, but the damage on the bot, you know, more than they can chew. Mac comes in and gives them the cheese.
Oh, this break mechanic actually doing so much work. Minus armor from Lil Shredder, the Solar Crest. Like, they shouldn't try to go for the high ground. Next Roche may respawn in a minute. Bristleback, he's going for the Aghanim Scepter. Viscous Nasal Goo becomes AoE. And you don't have to click it, and also stack limit is 8. Like, you can also give him the second shard. Queen of Pain shard is okay-ish. I will rate it 3 out of 5, but the Bristleback one is a top tier hairball, especially like if you get a couple of stacks already,
Right.
then you release it and you're like, wow, that's a triple kill.
I do want to see the shard for the Queen of Pain at some point. Maybe give the shard over to the Clockwork.
Oh yeah, for the memes, you know, let my boy have an
Jetpack's
ability to
legit.
fly.
I feel like Jetpack's really legit. Especially when you're going high ground.
Especially with ads, dude. Like, you can have 2 jetpacks. You refresh the cooldown.
True. Never run out of fuel.
I'm just wondering, like, if the interaction is while you're flying, like, you get stunned from overclocking, and then you're stuck in the air. Like, they need some missiles to bring you down. They can't reach you.
Wait, how do missiles bring you down?
How are you gonna bring him down? With a sword while he's flying with a jetpack?
I don't know, get away, hold back down to Earth. Snowball going in on the Tims. Hookshot comes through, that's gonna land on the Tino with all the shots, but Tino's gonna get the BKB off. The damage coming through is not gonna enough Jake to get on the Tims, but the final take out Tims and Boomy. It's a double kill there for Sam H. Shanks, Mac, Bird, Ball, 2 gone, have buyback. Gabby going after Tino. Tino trying to TP out, Ink's on him, and they get CML. So 3 dead on Omega. Push back up in a minute 37. It's a fight that looked okay for Omega. They got the first 2 kills in that exchange, but they come away down 3.
And they lost 2 supports, 2 buybacks from both supports on Omega. You can see it once
Cycle comes through. Gabby caught. Gabby killed. They got a snowball, but I believe that was reflected off the Lotus Orb. And to get the kill on the Shanks, the look over to Tino. Ink's trying to jump away. He gets the space between Armel and himself. One shot hits, and he is behind the throne. Enough so he can get the kill on the Tino. Sam H on the run, but here comes the viscous nasal goo. He's got a cold and he's throwing it on you. And there's the finger.
Yeah, this should be the thing. Like, Armel is just the big boss, right? Like, they can bring him down with the low shredder, with the tag team, and the break mechanic. Like, he's super tanky, but if they use everything on him, he could potentially die. But it's a bit problematic right now. He has that Paladin sword. Paladin Sword also provides like spell lifesteal, so that's also a big deal for Bristleback. And now having the Aghanim Scepter, the AoE goo, while moving 550. Everyone else is super slowed down.
Keep up with everybody. What was supposed to be a big savior for this Bristle?
It was a good pickup, sure. Roche will respawn in 5 seconds. Like, this goes down so quickly, especially with the double damage that Ice Frog has given them. Stay inside. It's been perfect time. Like, they actually go inside a bit as Roshan respawns.
This Nasal Goo going out on a Roche. 4 stacks there. Solar Crest on him too. Relatively quick Roche. I say Roche. Shard for the Bristle. So now he's got that hairball. A lot coming your way from this Bristle. Goo, hair, quills.
Now he's like, you want some of this, son? You want it. Now, Bristleback voice lines are the greatest.
Do you have any others that you could give me?
You want some of this, mate? You want it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Look for the tier 3 top.
So they lose the fight. They pretty much lose the game. Pino is trying to finish off his Deso. Like, he needs to invest the gold into this Deso. He needs the item to actually deal the damage. There's no point in saving the buyback at this point.
Yeah, definitely agree. Taking the top set of racks, they'll look over mid. One more shot on that. We're gonna go bottom, look for Megas. See if they can clean it all up. Down 20.
If someone can make a comeback against the Mega Cleave, 16 on Mega.
Alright, they got Gloomy. They got Roy's hook shot in. Tito getting locked down. He's got 3 KB. There's the Fan of Knives. Or the Fan of Knives going to be a fan of this fight. They've got the kill on a 3 already as they lose Shanks and CML. They look over at Tim. He's going to right click Jackie. Just not going to be enough. They've got the Sonic Wave coming through. Macatino drop. Mac and cheese combination won't happen. And